Did you ever stop and ask yourself, why is it that some people are more successful than others? Why is it some people make more money, live longer, have better relationships, while the great mass of men, as Thoreau said, live lives of quiet desperation?
A 25-year-old boy wanted to start a startup business. He made a plan that this Sunday I will definitely work on my startup. But Sunday passed in scrolling, having fun with friends and other activities. And after spending the whole day, when he finally went to bed at night, he realized that he had completely forgotten about his work and it was too late now. And that he would surely do it next Sunday. And on the next Sunday, he again drained all his energy in useless activities and rescheduled it again. In short, his life was stuck in a loop. And it was not the first time. In the past, he had left a lot of unfinished projects and discarded a lot of his own ideas without even starting. If I say he's not alone, because a lot of us are facing the same problem. So what is the sole reason behind this?
I mean, almost by definition, your current habits are perfectly designed to deliver your current results.
I want to be healthy, right? So there are many things I have to do to be healthy. I have to eat right. I have to exercise. I have to, get enough sleep. I have to nurse my personal relationships. There's probably 15 or 20 other things.
Whatever habits you've been following for the last 6 months, or year, or 2 years, it's carried you almost inevitably to the outcomes that you have right now.
We do not rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems.
We all make some mistakes and repeat them every day. That over the period has been converted into an invisible system. And that system controls the direction of our life. But what are those mistakes? Thousands of years ago, when humans lived in forest, they had only one ultimate purpose: to survive and to pass their genes to next generation. For that, they used to hunt, and those who won got better food and shelter. But now, you no longer need to hunt or fight physically. Now the battle is mental. And if you want to stay at the top in 21st century, you need an ultimate purpose, a clear direction, a strong mental clarity.
The challenge for our generation is to create a world where everyone has a sense of purpose.
We need to step out of the cycle and find our life's purpose, because when we find our life's purpose, we have happiness and fulfillment, and we have a desire to want to do more and be more.
But how can you find your purpose? In my case, the most powerful method is to create a negative vision of your life. You may have heard that you should manifest. You should think about what you want, write it down and visualize it every day. But even more effective is to think about what you don't want. Think about the kind of life you don't want, the kind of work you don't want to do, the kind of person you don't want to become. The benefit of this method is whenever I think about my negative future, it creates a fear inside me, and that fear pushes me to work even harder. But if you still follow this step, without the next one, this is useless. A psychologist, Laszlo Polgar, ran a strange experiment. He studied human psychology so deeply that he claimed that geniuses are not born, they are made. And to prove his point, he decided to conduct an experiment. He had 3 daughters, Susan, Sophia, and Judith. Laszlo trained them in a way that developed their minds to extraordinary level. From the age of just 3 years, he started teaching them chess daily. The girls were constantly surrounded by chess, playing games and solving puzzles. And what happened next just amazed the world. All of his daughters became world-class chess players. Susan became the #1 female chess player at the age of just 15 years and won Women's World Chess Championship. Judith became the youngest grandmaster in the history, defeated world champions like Magnus Carlsen. Sophia achieved a historic performance at just 14 years of age in a tournament that became famous for one of the best single event results ever. Through this experiment, he proved that our environment has invisible hands that influence our lives more than we think.
I think the most important decision you're probably going to make is who you surround yourself with, because you become like the people you surround yourself with.
What I choose to read, what I choose to listen to. And these became really, really powerful to impact our overall environment.
Who you spend your time with and what content do you consume on social media are really important, because in the long run, they are going to affect your thoughts and eventually your results as well. But there is one more thing that affects your results more than you think.
We've seen this happen all too recently with our new men of science and empirical studiers who are smarter than the rest of us until the thing collapsed. and they blamed everything else except themselves.
I think the lack of accountability is leading to so much unhappiness. Like, life is so much better when you're like, this was my fault. Everybody wants to blame right now.
You can take all the credit in the world for the things that you do right, as long as you also take responsibility for the things you do wrong.
You might have seen those people around you who always blame others. When something doesn't work or doesn't go as expected, they don't own the situation, but they always had someone to blame for the failure. Either any other person, the economy, the government, or their boss. And if you do this is the main reason behind your mediocrity. The fact is, life hits you sometimes. And when you blame others for your failure, you lose the opportunity to upgrade yourself. The day you say this is on me, that's not defeat at all. Because now you are the variable and you can change yourself. Remember that 25-year-old boy from the start? He is still waiting for the next Sunday. Don't be him. Most people will watch this video, feel motivated for a second, and then go back to the same loop again. So now, the question here is very simple. Are you actually going to change something today? Or just go back and repeat the same mistakes again that brought you down? Because nothing changes in life until you decided to change it first. If you found this video helpful, comment loop broken. And if you want to learn about Richest Man's Blueprint, watch this.